Hi guys, welcome to Meteora, Greece. It's been a few days since I last talked to you, but last time I was in Ioannina and was going out later that evening, so it ended up being really fun and totally unexpected. But we went to this small little kind of local spot, and like inside it was decorated with all these old pictures of back in the day, and basically they play this old style of music using a bouzouki as the instrument. So they play this in the bar and it's all like decorated from the old times. And then I was introduced to chipuru, which is similar to rakia, but I was told the difference is it's distilled an additional time, so it's even better. Anyways, so they serve it in these little like mini bottles and they pour shots, but you sip it, you don't shoot it. So I thought, it was just going to be like the one first bottle to try it out. And anyways, the guy just kept bringing us more and more and more bottles. So I couldn't believe like how much we ended up having in the end. And surprisingly, I was totally fine. But I don't know, it was like 7 or 8 of those little mini bottles each afterwards. And like 4 in the morning, we finally left. So it ended up being really fun anyways. And another cool thing that I learned about here, which is really neat, is that every time you order drinks, if you go out to the bar or whatever, they always bring you food. So you pretty much don't even have to eat dinner. You could just go get drinks and then they bring you kind of like little appetizers. So the whole time he kept bringing more and more. He brought us more and more food. So that was really cool. And also did this one thing, I forget the name of it, but where they use the chipuru and they also like cook it over this little burner and they add honey and I think one other thing maybe. So tried it all that night and ended up staying the next day as well, although that wasn't even part of the original plan, but stayed another day, walked around a bit more and went into the castle actually at night and the next morning, so got to see the views from there, which was nice. And then headed out this way to, I'm actually staying in Trikala right now, and worked out really well. Like, one of the things that's great about couch surfing and like just how hospitable everyone is, and here in particular, is I had spoken to someone on there who wasn't able to host me, but he's like, well, I can ask my cousin, he might be able to. So I've been couch surfing with him, which has been great. He's taken me around. The first night we kind of walked around in Trikala a bit and went out later, which was also nice, like met some other people, more hanging out with the locals and trying some local beer and like just more Greek food. I've had some spinach pies and which is basically like, well anyways, they're called pies, but it's kind of like dough stuffed with spinach, we'll say. And also had baklava actually the first night I got to Greece. So it's been cool. We came to Meteora yesterday, but we got here a bit later, so most of the monasteries were already closed. So we were just kind of looking at the views, which are amazing. I'll show you in a bit. But later we went to the National History and Museum of Mushrooms, which I had never even heard of before. But it was cool because his mom is an artist, and so she's done a lot of these paintings and artwork all around the city, and so we were able just to go in because he had mentioned like how his mom had done that. So learned some more about like the animals in different areas and the mushrooms growing all around, which ones are edible and which ones are toxic. Those red and white ones that you see in the Smurfs, those are the magic mushrooms. So they won't kill you unless you eat too much, but be careful if you ever find those. I did see some in Switzerland actually. So yeah, yesterday night we just more kind of relaxed and hung out a bit. After going out like 3 nights in a row, I was kind of tired. And then today we've come back to Meteora and have been visiting some of the monasteries. So we just went to 2, we're about to check out one more. But it was really cool to see. These monasteries are built like on these mountain cliffs. They just look like giant rock pillars, and it's just incredible. Like once you see them in person, pretty amazing. And trying to like figure out how they even were able to build it. They're from the 14th century. So we just heard when we were at the last one that the monks used to like climb up the side of these rocks with ladders and lift them up and like bring up building material. Pretty crazy. But anyways, somehow they did it, and they're really amazing. And then after they finally built the monasteries, they would actually use like this pulley system and be pulled up in this kind of like net basket thing. So it was really interesting to see them and learn about them, and also like the monks and how they lived their lives and everything. Got to see a couple of them at the last monastery. The first one, like none were out and about. So let me show you guys the scenes a bit before I take off. So that's kind of the road that wraps around there, and there's a monastery back that way. I'm not sure how you can see that, but there's I think 6 that are still functional and 12 that are no longer around, but anyways, they used to be functional. And so that's the one we just went to last, which is Barlam, and way in the back there's the oldest one, which is Metamorphosis. Yeah, so that's about it anyways for now. We're actually heading out to Athens shortly, and again, Greek hospitality, like besides they've been feeding me because I've been staying with families, and the moms always cook a lot and like don't let you do anything, so all the sons are really spoiled. You don't have to learn how to cook. And anyways, so now I'm actually, like, the guy I've been staying with, he was planning on going to Athens anyways, so we're gonna go there. He was visiting his friend, and so I'm actually gonna stay with him and his friend there. So it's been like really amazing so far, and some great hospitality, so I'm really lucky. Alright, so that's it for now, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow, Athens. See you then. Bye.